Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
ああ、でもなんかわかるな。ビューヘッドってさ、なんか突撃兵しょうがないかもしんないけど、突っ込んでってさ、相手と向かい合ったらボーバパーみたいな感じで、死んですぐ復活して、はい、みたいな。あれ、だんだん結構飽きてくるんだよな、俺。なんね、友達とやるとまた面白いんだけどね。うん。あれ強いってあれだよね。俺もイライラしてんだよな。友達と一緒にやって、ワイワイする分には全然イライラしないんだけど、一人でやってるとめっちゃイライラするんだよね。なんか知らない人のタイとか入ってさ、分隊長全然何もさ、やったりしないし、何やってんのこの人みたいな。すごいイライラしてる。
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you.
ごめんね。
Please be there.
俺戦車で一人ずつね、潰していくのとても大好き。
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
俺だけしょっちゅう一人で戦車道してるもんね。もう相良くん買うしかねえよ。くそ思って。
my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am.
渋沢
The
さん
Psycho
が、
House Girl.
なんだって
Great.
あ、歓迎いるオンラインだっけ。あの人さ、あの人は機能全然書かねえくせにそっちばっかり瞬間出すんだよな。なんか絶対そっちの方が書いてて楽しいんだろうなって思うけどさ、自分が大好きな銃ひたすら書いてられるから。相良くんどこの回し物なの？電撃文庫の回し物なんじゃない？なんかこれ、なんかフリープレイに入ってたゴーンホームってさ、なんか昔のレイヤーズ・オブ・フィアって感じ。なんか一人称視点で探索ゲー。
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
This is a severe weather. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County.
俺ゴールデンタイム見てなかったんだよな。トラドラ見たよ。かわいいわー。
Somehow I always knew that someday we do. Now that it's happened, I just can't. I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my mind. You stay away from me,
Trying to cut.
but hopelessly you got me now. You left your voodoo.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Northwest Weather Service.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
So cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool, small.
Bonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.